Hello friends, today we will see the textual exercise of the lesson Try Again, which is the second lesson of Unit 1 of Learning Together Poorvi text of class 7. This is a new textbook and the first exercise, that is let us do these activities before we read. This is done in a detailed manner in my previous video. So go for it. Now today we will be doing the textual exercise after the lesson. Page number 19. First one is complete the summary of the poem by filling in the blanks with suitable words from the text given in the box below. You see here a box is given, the words are given, you have to use these words and you have to fill the answers of this fill in the blanks. The poem, written in a narrative style, tells the story of a King Bruce of the Scotland who was feeling low. The first answer is low. Who was feeling low after failing multiple times to achieve something great for his people. So second is great. I have already written the answers here so that it is easy for you. In a moment of despair, he observed a spider trying to reach its web high above. The spider mounted every time. The fourth answer is mounted. Mounted every time it fell after getting close to its goal. That means it was going up but again falling down. It made 9 attempts. That means 9 times it tried to go up and finally succeed. That means after 9, the 10th time when it tried to go up, it was successful. The king said that the spider had conquered and so would he. That means he will also be a successful man now. Inspired by the spider's determination, King Bruce decided to strive. When he tried this time, he ultimately succeeded. Okay, last time when he tried, he got success. Now next is complete the following sentence suitably. We can say that the poet uses the narrative style. It's narrative style, like the person talking, it is shown, isn't it? Why? Because the poem tells a story about King Bruce and the spider, describing events in a sequential and detailed manner. It's a story. Story is written in the form of a poem. It's in the detailed form. That is why it is a narrative style is used. The central idea of the poem is perseverance and determination. What do you mean by perseverance and determination? Never giving up despite repeated failures. Never giving up means we will not sit idle that, oh, it's not possible for me. You should not think like that. That is never give up. Again and again and again we have to try. So never give up despite repeated failures. That means you are failing each time. It doesn't mean that you will not get success. If you will do the work again and again, you will get. You see, sometimes when you're doing a max problem, maybe the first time you are not getting, after writing 2 steps you may not get the next step. You will see the notebook again you will try 2-3. After 2-3 attempt, what will happen? You will get the answer. Finally you will be getting the solution. So that is what it is said. Despite a repeated failure, we should never give up, are shown through the spider's efforts and King Bruce's realization. And King Bruce got a realization that he should never give up, like the spider had never given up till it reached its cobweb. Till it reached its home, it did not give up. So from this, he was also inspired. Pick 3 examples from the poem for each of the following. Lines that describes the spider's effort. That means it was trying to do the effort, and you see I have already marked here. See, it soon began to cling and crawl straight up with strong endeavor. That means it was trying to go up with the strong determination. Next you can see here. Again it fell and swung below, but again it quickly mounted. It fell below, but what happened? It did not stop there. It started to climb again. Steadily, inch by inch, higher and higher he got. So who is going? The spider is going. So these 3 lines you can underline. These 3 lines are showing the spider's effort. Now alliteration. The repetition of the same consonant sound at the beginning of closely connected words are called alliteration. Now pick three examples from the poem it is shown. I will show you in detail. Now all the alliterations I have written it here. You see, flung himself down in low despair. Alliteration means what? Again I am saying alliteration is the repetition of the same consonant sound. Okay, it should be consonant and it should have same sound at the beginning of closely connected words. That means connected words, it should be very close to each other and it should have the same consonant sound. Flung himself down in low despair. See, repetition of D sound. You can see here down, and you can see the other word despair. So down and despair, these two words are having the sound, so it is repetition. Clung and crawl, k sound, k sound for clung and crawl. Slippery sprawl, sa sound, repetition of the sa sound, sa, slippery sprawl. Fast now slow, fast, sa, sa, fast, sa, slow, sa sound is repeated, s, that is sa sound. Bold little run at the very last, sa, repetition of the l sound in little and last, la sound. Steadily, steadily, sa, sa sound. Bravo, bravo, repetition of ba sound. Defied, despair, da sound. Gossips tell the tale, ta sound, tell the tale. So these uses of your alliteration enhances the musical quality of the poem and emphasize key action and emotion. So it is giving a musical quality for the poem. That is why these alliterations are used in the poem. Why does the poet repeat the following words or phrases in the poem? Tried and tried. It is repeated, isn't it? Repeated. Steadily, steadily. Up, up. The poet repeats the words and phrases tried and tried, steadily, steadily, up, up to emphasize persistence, determination, and continuous efforts, respectively. That means it is showing the determination of the spider. By seeing this, the king is also inspired. So, to show this message, the poet makes the message of never giving up stronger. That is why these words are used repeatedly. Fill in the blanks by choosing the correct answers from within the bracket. The rhyme scheme of the poem is, now let's see the rhyme scheme. It is AABB, ABBA or ABAB. Let's see the first answer. We can go and we will check. King Bruce of Scotland flung himself down. So down. This is down. So last one is A. Okay, I am giving this as down A. This is think. It's different from down. It's not rhyming. So I will give this as B. Now, third it is given, third last word is crown. You see, down, crown. They are rhyming, no? So, this I will give it as A. But his heart was beginning to sink. You see, think, sink. Similar, isn't it? So, what I will give? B. So, what is the rhyming scheme here? A, B, A, B. This is the rhyming scheme. You see, deed, deed. Again, A. Huh? Then glad, B, B, succeed, did, succeed, so A. Then glad, sad, so this is B, B. So we can see the rhyming scheme is A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Bravo is an example of bravo. We say, is it conjunction? No. Interjection? Yes. Showing the sudden feeling. Sudden feeling, it is shown. Interjection. We are using interjection to show the sudden feeling. So, bravo is interjection. The poet uses twas and it is. We say it was or it is. For the sake of, is it for rhythm, rhyme or contraction? It is contraction. That is, it was, it, was, was. Two words are written in a contrasted way as it was. This is it is. Instead of it is, two different words, it is a contraction for it is. The spider's climbing is compared to King Bruce's own struggles. Okay, the spider climbing, King Bruce had so much struggle, so it is also compared with it. Just as the spider repeatedly attempts to reach his web, Bruce is trying to achieve a great deed for his people. This poetic device is called metaphor. We are comparing, you see, the struggle of the king is compared with the spider's struggle of reaching the cobweb. So it strengthens the poem's message about perseverance. That is, keep trying till we succeed. We have to keep trying till we get success. Now, what is metaphor? You see here, metaphor is a figure of speech that involves an implied comparison. We are comparing here, metaphor, between two words, two unlike things without using, you see, not using, without using like, as, or as we are comparing two things. You see, metaphor is a figure of speech that involves an implied comparison between two unlike things. That is, spider is entirely different, and King Bruce is a human being, one human being, the other insect, but the efforts they were doing, the effort the spider took, by seeing that it is inspiring, Bruce is trying to achieve the great deed for his people. Now here metaphor, we should be careful that it should not be compared using like as or as. And this, when we are using like as or as, when it is there, we say it as simile. Okay, simile, when we are comparing two things using like as, like and as, or as, we say it as simile. If these words are not there, then that comparison is called metaphor. Now read the following sentences and identify metaphor and similes. Write M for metaphor and S for simile. He ran as fast as a cheetah. So as is given. So it is not metaphor, but it is a simile. The world is a stage. Here, these words are not used. So, what is it? It is metaphor. Yeah. So, here you see, the night was as dark as cold. So, here, as dark as is given. So, it is simile. He sang like an angel. Again, like an angel, it is given. Compared. So, it is simile. Her voice was music to his ears. Here, we are not using those words. So, it is a metaphor. The classroom was a zoo. Here also we are not using like or as, so it is metaphor. The baby slept like a log. Slept like a log. So like is given here, so it is simile. Her smile was as bright as the sun. So as bright as is given. So again this is simile. The lake was a mirror reflecting the sky. Here, these comparison words are not used like and as. So we can say that this is a metaphor. So I hope you understood this. Again, you should remember that if you are using the word like, as, or as, then it is a simile. And if you are not using this and comparing two things, then we say it as metaphor. Read the following sentences and transform the similes to metaphor. Now we are changing the similes to metaphor. Okay, similes to metaphor and metaphor to simile. That is comparison of two things. Unlike things we are doing. But if it is given a simile, that is as, like, or as is used, then we will write it as metaphor. And if it is not given, we have to add. For example, knowledge spreads like the branch of a mighty tree. See here the word like is given. Knowledge spreads like the branch of a mighty tree. So it is simile and change to metaphor as knowledge is a spreading branch of mighty tree. We have changed the sentence little bit. That is knowledge is a spreading branch of mighty tree. Here knowledge and big tree is compared. First one is simile, second one is metaphor. Now, second example, his courage was a beacon guiding us through the storm. Here, the word like or as is not used. So, this is metaphor. So, we can write it as a simile in this way. His courage was like a beacon guiding us through the storm. Was like a beacon. So, here it is changed to simile. The book was a treasure filled with endless adventures. Here it is metaphor. The book was like a treasure chest was like a, we are adding here like, was like a treasure chest filled with endless adventures. So this becomes simile. Her laughter was a melody that brightened the darkest days. So this is metaphor. Her laughter was like a melody. Was a melody becomes like a melody, then it becomes the simile. The mountain stood as a guard watching over the valley below. The mountain was a mighty guard watching over the valley below. The mountain stood as a guard. You see here the word as is as a guard watching. So it is simile. The mountain was a mighty guard. So here we have removed as and it became now a metaphor. The night was like a velvet cloak wrapping the world in mystery. Like a. So simile. The night was a velvet cloak. We removed this like. The night was a velvet cloak wrapping the world in mystery. Metaphor. Her thoughts were like butterflies in a summer meadow. Her thoughts were butterflies. This like is removed and it is changed to metaphor by writing this way. Her thoughts were butterflies fluttering in a summer meadow. So all these sentences are changed. Simile is changed to metaphor and metaphor is changed to simile. Let us think and reflect. Read the extract given below and answer the questions that follows. He flung himself down in low despair, as grieved as man could be, and after a while he pondered there. I will give it all up, said he. Now just at that moment a spider dropped with his silken filmy clue. So this is the extract. Now, based on this extract, we have to answer the questions. Select the phrase which shows the physical expression of the king's emotional state. The answer is he flung himself down in low despair. Isn't it? It shows that king's emotional state. That is, he is very disappointed. Why does the poet use the word low before despair? Okay, so let's see. The poet uses the word low before despair to emphasize the depth of King Bruce's sadness and hopelessness. He wants to show the depth. That means how sad he is, how hopeless person he is. He wants to show it. He wants to highlight it. It highlights that he was not just feeling discouraged but had reached a deep emotional and mental low. Mentally he was very low, almost giving up completely. That means he had almost, means 99.99% we can say he had decided to give up. So to show that, he has used the word low before despair. Choose the correct option to complete the sentence. In the line, and after a while he pondered there. The word pondered means, is it paused, thought, noticed, or rested? It means thought, isn't it? So this is the correct answer. Choose the correct option from the words given in the bracket. The phrase silken filmy clue creates an image of something that is dash, long and light, very delicate and soft. What is the correct answer? It shows that it is very delicate and soft. When it toils so hard to reach and cling, and tumbles every time, but up the insect went once more. Ah me, is an anxious minute, is only a fool from his cobweb door. Oh say, will he lose or win it? So he was in a very anxiety to see what is the result, isn't it? Choose the correct options to complete the analog. Toil hard. Toil is too hard. Then what? Roll, tumble, tumble, circles, compress, so roll, tumble. This is the correct. Roll is to tumble. Okay. The two characteristics of the spider highlighted in the line, but up the insect went once more, are perseverance. Perseverance. The spider does not give up despite repeatedly falling. Again and again he was falling. It keeps trying again and again. This is the first quality we are getting, that is perseverance. Second is determination. It is committed to reaching its goal and continues climbing despite difficulties. That means again and again he was falling, not one time, two time, 9 times. Even then he did not give up, but he tried to climb. So that is the two characteristics which is highlighted in the poem. Choose the correct option to complete the sentence. The expression army in the extract indicates a sense of happiness, stress, relief, or loneliness. He was stressed, isn't it? He was stressed to know what is going to happen. The answer is stress. Complete the sentence with an appropriate reason. Readers are able to relate to this extract because it reflects real life struggles where people faces failures but must keep trying with perseverance and determination to achieve success. This is what the message we are getting from this extract. Answer the following questions. How does the first stanza help in setting the mood of the poem? Let's see the answer. The first stanza sets a sad and reflective mood by showing the king's disappointment and despair, preparing the readers for his journey of struggle and renewed determination. That is, in the first stanza, we have seen that the king is very upset, isn't it? So, this is what the mood is showing. Now, second, describe how King Bruce's attitude changed from the beginning towards the end of the poem. At the beginning of the poem, King Bruce feels hopeless and discouraged after repeated failures. He is ready to give up. However, by watching a spider try again and again until it succeeds, he feels inspired. His attitude changes from despair to determination, and he decides to try once more with renewed hope. Again, he is getting a hope by seeing the spiders move, and he is trying for his next step. He is determining. So that is why he decides to try once more with renewed hope. The poet describes every action of the spider in a great detail. What does this tell us about his attitude towards the spider? The poet's detailed description of the spider's action shows his admiration and respect for his determination. He carefully observes his struggle, highlighting his appreciation for the spider's perseverance. How does the spider inspire us to overcome despair and not give up? How is it inspiring us? The spider's actions teach us that failure is not the end, but a step towards success. So once we fail, we should never stop. We should think that it is the for the next step for the success. So go for it. They show the importance of determination, hard work, and never giving up in life. The poem teaches us that failures are stepping stones to success. Explain. The poem teaches that failures are stepping stones to success by showing how both the spider and the king Bruce failed many times but succeeded through patience and perseverance. It highlights that success comes to those who keep trying. So we should keep on trying again and again till we get a success. We should never be disappointed. The spider's journey tells us that anyone can be a source of inspiration in our lives. Elaborate. We have to give this answer in detail, so I have written a big answer for this. If you need a small answer, just write the comment in the comment box. I will be sharing the small answers for you. After seeing these videos, if you like, please like, share and subscribe, and also please don't forget to write the comments how the video was in the comment box. The spider's journey tells us that anyone can be source of inspiration in our lives, even the smallest of creature. The poem shows how a simple spider, through its action, become a powerful teacher for King Bruce. When we see the small insects, we will not give much importance in our daily life. But here you see King Bruce was fully disappointed by his life. But by seeing the action of the spider, he is inspired and he is taking the next step for the success. So, inspiration can come from anywhere. King Bruce, a powerful and wise king, feels defeated after many failures. Yet he finds hope and motivation not from another king or warrior, but from watching a tiny spider. This shows that we can learn valuable lessons from unexpected places. Actions can teach us important lessons. The spider keeps trying to reach its web even after falling many times. It does not complain or give up. Its quiet determination teaches the king and the reader that success comes from never giving up, no matter how hard the journey is. Third is, even small things can be great role models. We often think only famous or powerful people can inspire us. But in this poem, the spider, a small insect, becomes the king's role model. This teaches us to respect and learn from everything around us, no matter how big or small. Keep trying no matter what. The spider story reminds us that failure is not an end. By trying again and again, it finally succeeds. This inspires King Bruce to try once more, and he too succeeds. Determination, and it shows that determination and hard work always lead to success in the end. So these are the key points which we can write for this answer. Write the opposites of the following words taken from the poem. Up. Opposite of up is down. Fast, slow. Glad, sad. Win, lose. Succeed, fail. These are the antonyms given from the poem we have selected. So choose the correct meaning of the underlined words in the following sentence from the box given below. Frame sentences of your own for these words. First is, please make every endeavor to arrive on time. Now from these four, you have to select the correct. Please make every endeavor to arrive on time. What does endeavor means? An attempt to do something new or difficult, isn't it? So please make every endeavor means an attempt to do something new or difficult. Ants toil tirelessly to save food for rainy season. Toil means work very hard and for a long time. That means it is not taking rest, it is continuously working for a long time. So toil means work very hard and or for a long time, and or for a long time. Third one, we encourage all students to strive to do their best. The third one, to try hard to achieve something. Strive means to try very hard to achieve something. The sailors braced themselves against a strong wind. Braced means prepared themselves for something difficult. That means they were ready to face the challenges. Now you have to frame sentence of your own for these words. Endeavor. Rohan's endeavor to learn a new language was successful. Toil. Farmers toil in the fields all day to grow crops. Strive. Students must strive to achieve their dreams with hard work. Braced. The team braced themselves for a tough competition. The poem uses words that shows distance like a long way up, inch by inch, higher and higher, half yard higher. So these are the words used to show what? To show the distance. That is a long way up, inch by inch, higher and higher, half yard. Clarify the words or phrases in the box given below based on the distance far or near. So you have to say that whether it is far or near each words, and write in the space provided. You may take the help of dictionary. That is, here some words are given here. You have to find the meaning from the dictionary, and then you have to decide this word is used for far distance or near distance. For we can write middle of nowhere. Middle of nowhere for far, remoteness, yonder, afar, further, light year. These words are used to show that the distance between two is very far. And near one is proximity, vicinity, adjacent, a stone's throw, hairline. These words we can use for near distance. Read the following line from the poem. It was a delicate thread it had to thread. Now repeat the line 5 to 6 times. Are you able to say it clearly? This is actually a tongue twister. You have to repeat the same sentence again and again without any mistake. Okay, then it is said that create more tongue twisters of your own. Betty bought a bit of butter, but the butter was bitter, so she bought a better butter to make the bitter butter better. This is one. It's a very nice one, interesting one. You can repeat. Peter Pepper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Fred's fresh fried fish fried freshly. Tim the tiny tiger tiptoed through the tangled twigs. So these are some tongue twisters. Let us listen. You will listen to a story about an ant. Read the questions given below, and before you listen, guess the answers to these questions. You see, teacher will be reading one story. Before that, you just read the question. What was the ant known for? Why was the ant unable to take the roti home? What was the bird doing? How did the bird make the ant feel? How did the fellow ants help? So you have to find the answers for this, and the teacher will be reading. After reading the question, listen to the story and then underline the correct answers. What was the ant known for? The answer is determination, strength or wisdom. The answer is determination. What was the ant unable to take the roti? Sorry, why was the ant unable to take the roti home? It was stuck under a rock. It was too heavy to carry. It was pulled by other ants. The answer is it was too heavy to carry. What was the bird doing? Playing with the ant, searching for food, picking up leaves. Picking up leaves. How did the bird make the ant feel? Proud, inspired, or relaxed? Answer is inspired. How did the fellow ants help? By advising the ant continuously, by standing still near the ant, by joining the ant in her efforts. So they all together did the effort, no? So by joining the ant in her efforts. Now listen to the story once again, and as you listen, check whether your answers are correct. That we have already done, so no need. It is speaking activity. Narrate a personal experience. Personal experience means your experience. Narrate a personal experience about a time when you were motivated by someone or something to carry on and never give up. Your perseverance helped you. That means when you had a difficult time, someone maybe helped you. So use the following sentences prompts as a guide for your narration. Here some topic is given: introduction, describe the challenge, then feeling and disheartened, then how you were motivated, and how did you take the action. All these and the end result, reflection of the experience. So this all you have to use and you have to write. Everyone is having different situations you may have faced. When you have faced this, not it's not that any situation when you were very upset, you thought that you are no more able to do that task, but somebody encouraged you. Never give up. I remember when I started learning to play the guitar. At first, it was really hard. My fingers hurt and I couldn't play even the simplest songs. I felt frustrated and thought that quitting because it seemed impossible to improve. One day, I saw a video of a famous guitarist who said that everyone begins as a beginner and that practicing regularly is a secret to success. My music teacher also encouraged me by saying, keep practicing and you will get better. Because if you are going to do a new thing, it's not possible that within one day you will be the master in it. Practice is needed. So, motivated by these words, I practiced every day, even when I made mistakes. I took small steps, learned chords slowly, and asked for help whenever I got stuck. Gradually, my fingers became stronger and I started playing simple songs. In the end, I played my first full song and it felt amazing. I was proud that I didn't give up. This experience taught me that hard work and perseverance can help us overcome any difficulty. This is my experience. Next is let us write. King Bruce was inspired by the spider. that kept on trying till it was successful. Think about the steps you can take to overcome a difficult situation and write them down. And write a letter to your cousin on how you plan to overcome any difficult situation. Also advise not to quit and persevere. Remember to use transition words like to begin with, next, after, that, then, finally. All these transition words you can use. Here is one address given and a letter asking me about. You may end in this way. So I will show you a sample. I have written with another address and another name. Okay, you can use the same address, but I have used another. Green Park, Lakshmipur, 23rd August 2025. Dear Ananya, thank you for your letter asking how I handle difficult situations. Recently, I read a poem about King Bruce and the spider. It taught me an important lesson about perseverance and never giving up. It made me think about the ways I can face challenges in my own life. Whenever I face a problem, the first thing I do is stay calm and remind myself that there is always a way out. Then I try to understand the problem clearly and think of different solutions. I like to break the problem into smaller, manageable parts and solve them one at a time. If I get stuck, I don't hesitate to ask my parents, teachers, or friends for advice. Most importantly, I keep trying and never lose hope, just like the persistent spider in the poem. I hope you remember this too, Ananya. Giving up is never the answer. Success belongs to those who keep pushing forward. Whenever things get tough, just follow these steps and believe in yourself. Stay positive and you will get through it. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Yours lovingly, Ria. So this was my example. Next is collect folk songs in your own language and that connect us with nature. Okay, you have to collect what folk songs connecting nature and you have to write it as for class project. Here I have written some of the folk songs of Kerala. Folk songs from Kerala connecting with nature. Koirandi Chenda song, Tiruvadirakali song, Onapaattu, then Vanjipaattu, Oppana songs. They describe the beauty of Kerala's landscape, rivers, forests, fields, and the monsoon rains. They express respect and gratitude for nature's gift. They are often linked with harvest and festivals, highlighting how nature influences daily life and culture. Did you know that spiders are not insects? Actually, spiders are not insects. They belong to a group called, see, this word is anarchnid. What does it mean? It means any of the class of small creatures with 8 legs. That it includes spider also. It is also having 8 legs, no? Anarchnids. Observe a spider and an ant from a distance and note down the difference between them. Share your observation in the class. Now let's see the difference between a spider and an ant. The features of body feature of spider is two main parts, cephalothorax and abdomen for spider. An ant is having three main parts, head, thorax and abdomen. Legs, spider is having 8 legs whereas ant is having 6 legs. Antenna, spider is not having antenna. Antenna means the two, oh, you might have seen the, and two antennas are there, okay, on the is head, but spider is not having antenna and the ant is having antenna. This antenna, this ant is used for communication. Wings, usually no wings, some spider lings have, and some ants have wings, especially during mating season. Eyes, usually 8 simple eyes and compound eyes for ant. Silk produces silk and build webs. The spider is producing the silk, that is with which it is building its co-web, and does not produce any silk. Movement, moves by walking or running, moves quickly, some can fly. What ants? Diet. mostly carnivorous, insects and small animals. These spiders are eating, whereas ants are omnivorous, eats plants, insects, fish, etc. So these are the difference between the ants and the spider. Next is, let us learn how to weave a spider web. This step by step it is shown here in the picture. By seeing this, you can do this activity. I can make a spider web using thread and this stick. So this was the explanation of the question answers and textual exercise, fill in the blanks, all is done in this video. I hope you have understood this. If you like, please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to write the comments in the comment box. Thank you.